Greetings to you all, and welcome back to Let's Play Command & Conquer with me, Artega Omega. And here's hoping one guard tower can beat one artillery, and I think it can because the artillery has chosen not to outrange it. I'm not sure why it's chosen this, but it works in our favour, so we shan't complain. This artillery, however, has been a bit more sneaky and going to attack the main bulk of the force, and provoked my artillery piece to shoot upon my own units. So a pretty good plan, if we're being honest. Nonetheless, I wait for my APC to regroup and then continue scouting, because that's its job, which it's pretty damn good at. I decided I would explore over here, just for the head of it, but it's pretty quick to get done, and in the end we're going to have to find out where all of the SAM sites are anyway, so I'm expecting another loose SAM site just on its own. We can kill civilians again! Yes! We can massacre them all! So this chap has surrounded up all of the civilians, so should we say no? We're here to save the civilians. Wait, no we're not! Kill them! Kill them all! Yes, we're GDI, that's what we do. And 2,000 credits in a money crate. All wonderful stuff. So, well worth coming over here. This building's on our side. We like this one. We think that some good craftsmanship went into that. This one, what a piece of junk. We can kill that. Not going to kill the civilians. Well, I'll kill civilians, but not going to kill the civilian buildings because it'll take forever. And I doubt any of them have SAM sites hidden underneath. So we'll leave those be and get some more tanks. That's a pretty caveman type sense there. We got money, what do? Tanks. But that's the way I'm doing this. It served me well up to this point. And we found an enemy base. So this is all good, we'll wait for our tanks to reach us, and I'm guessing there's going to be SAM sites in the base. That makes good logical sense. These tanks are struggling to catch up, and an attack is on its way. So, time to slow it down. Time to defend by shooting up the cliff. That was a brilliant tactic we stumbled across blindly last time. We'll do it again. The plan is just to keep the infantry miles away from the action so they don't die horrifically. And this fellow as well, who would die very quickly even to flamethrowers. Who, curiously, when you select him, you select the rockets, you don't select the actual vehicle. It's a terrible, terrible shot, and I'm not sure why you only fired once, but alright. We got the important ones, and we managed to make them flame themselves. That's great. If you're going to kill someone, making them kill themselves is just somehow more rewarding. I don't want the rocket launcher to die. The rocket launcher is probably more important than the mammoth tank, in all honesty. The mammoth tank is brilliant and will kill anything, but it's one mammoth tank that's about as good as 3 medium tanks. But the rocket launcher can outrange turrets and it can do, you know, all these brilliant things. So that's the most important thing, in my opinion. These guys are going to try and flank me. They are, that's good. Good plan. We'll just have to be wary of them. They are. Okay, just a bit careful. We're going to run on some Tiberium and crush our own men. That's our style. And we're just going to creep forward with this thing until it decides it's in range. Hope we don't get shot. No, we're going to get shot. We can't outrange that thing. Retreat! Okay, new plan is to hope that the mammoth tank can kill that without... Okay, new plan. That Grenadier is going to tank everything. Grenadier, not Grenadier. Sorry, I've been trying so hard not to say that. It's a terrible shot. Come on. Put it together, man. I'm sacrificing a Grenadier for you. That was a good shot.
Our base is under attack.
Base? Okay, well I don't care about the base. A long time since I cared about the base. Just go for an easy crush. No, he's going to be a clever little git. So we'll just wait for him to die to some rockets, it's fine. May as well help this tank, I guess. He seems to have it under control. As crazy as the plan seems, it now makes sense, and then I can just wait for that thing to regenerate all of its HP by itself. There's some light tanks coming from behind. That's alright. If they rebuild that turret, however, then that was all for naught, and I will just charge in. It's a big force coming from behind. Okay, it's not big. It's a lot of units, surprisingly large number. Does take a while for the tank to heal itself. That's worth the wait, possibly. Depends how many units they're going to keep sending at me, in all honesty. Not seen any harvesters. I don't know if that means the computer has no harvester. Maybe it's like us, it has just this kind of shoddy excuse for a base. Or maybe they have another Tiberian patch over there. Could be either. They're not rebuilding this turret though, that works in our favour. And I don't know about you, but my patience is starting to go. That means we're just going to charge down that turret. What I should have done in the first place, just charge it down with mass infantry, because it's terrible against infantry. There we have it. That was remarkably simple. But we did lose one man, so it's clearly a poor decision on my part. Anyway, in we go. This chap is nearly up to half HP. When he's exactly on half, he'll turn green. He goes 50% and above his zones. Green, and that's an obelisk. I want the men to take as much damage as they can for me. I want everyone to get in as fast as they can. Obelisk managed 2 in one shot there because he shot a grenadier that blew up and managed to blow up one of his allies. Meanwhile, this APC is going to go hunting. That's an advanced power plant. We mentioned those last level, I think. Not sure why he started smoking, because he doesn't take damage from the laser that passes over it and hits other things. That's the target we want. 4 they have as his obelisk will be in with no problem whatsoever. You better get unloading, you help yourself to that. Help yourself to the runway. It's great, I need money, I don't need buildings.
Our base is under attack.
Couple men, can't complain, this will be another 1,000 credits for me, and a technician, mighty technicians. Gotta kill the enemy's forces, and then we can worry about the buildings. Great shot by that artillery. Obviously things like advanced power plants don't matter in the slightest. What does matter, and Samsites, because it's the mission, but also things like a barracks. Okay, a hand of nod. I'm expecting a hand of nod. I'm not expecting that. Now power does have a reason.
Unit lost.
If there's one there, I'm guessing there's one there.
Unit lost.
Which does mean having to deal with that other obelisk, which hopefully I can deal with if I can knock out the power. I'm not certain, because an advanced power plant gives a lot of power. So I think that even one advanced power plant will easily power that obelisk, thinking about it. So I'll probably just have to kill the obelisk face on. It's going to be a lot of infantry. It's a situation we're pretty used to. The mass infantry swarms, and realistically we just need to go for it. They're going to call back everything they have because they're on the verge of defeat here. We're in a terrible position because we can be attacked by the obelisk, but we do need to deal with their tanks as well. There's a harvester, which they did have. So if we fail miserably, we do know that maybe we should attack them from a slightly different position, and I think we are going to lose this. So, the name of the game has changed to do as much damage to them as we possibly can. Do that, crushing stuff. It's a situation we commonly find ourselves in. But we're not that badly off. I mean, they have lost their vehicle production capabilities. they will lose this harvester and their refinery, which they won't be able to rebuild, so that'll be beautiful. Beautiful, maybe a bad descriptor. Wonderful, there we go. Realistically, we'll be absolutely fine when we return, but it's unlikely we'll be able to deal with everything this go. But that's acceptable. We have to bring a nice big force with us next time. Make sure we can deal with an obelisk, whatever we bring. Now comes the crushes. Fortunately, that's the end of the rocket launcher. Not the end of the world, though. Their money is finished. They cannot harvest anymore. They cannot rebuild their harvesters. Killing these silos will reduce the actual amount of money they have, which is handy. So we will be trying to kill those if we can.
Building.
They're obviously going to need some anti-infantry as well in this reserve force that I'm trying to build. Nice, we're going to make them kill each other, that's wonderful. And I may try something that you don't usually see me do, which is retreat, because I don't want to lose my man tank. I do like my man tank. He's a very nice unit, and he's pretty good against infantry, unlike everything else I seem to be building lately. Which means if I can keep him alive, I really should. But that was a brilliant crush. I want credit for that.
Building.
Not sure if we'll be able to take out this power plant without dooming ourselves to death. You don't want to doom yourself to death if you can help it.
Construction complete.
We can have one rocket on him, that might be pretty good. No? Come on, fire a rocket. There is an odd mechanic that makes him fire a rocket. He'll fire a rocket, I don't know why the man takes a nail, but he is. He'll fire a rocket at any aircraft, because that's all he can do. And if you can make him turn his barrel fast enough, like that, then he automatically fires a rocket so long as it's not being reloaded. It's a bizarre mechanic.
Building.
If you make your face this way and then make him turn around to attack, then you have a good chance of getting a rocket out. I don't understand it very well. There are other people who understand it much better than I do. But I'm trying to abuse it as well as I can. I messed it up there. But I think we'll get away. Trying to crush in a mammoth tank is not a good plan because it's so slow.
Building.
Realistically, it's just not going to be able to do this. Unless the enemy don't move, now they're going to move. Remember, the tank will heal itself, so that's cheap funds-wise for us. Question is whether or not the force I've made... Whoa, I didn't realise you were quite so low on HP. Oh, my mammoth!
Building.
That makes me sad. Enemies out of money. Their silos are empty. They can't get any more money. They can't build anything other than infantry. I'm going to have to take them out with one huge attack. And in order to make it happen, it's time to sell off stuff we don't need. New construction options? How? That's nonsense. Stop lying to me. We're selling off everything we don't need, and we're buying mass infantry. Because all they've got is infantry, and we need to get through an obelisk. And mass infantry does that well. We've got 3 tanks, which will do what they can. Other than that, an army of grenadiers, some minigunners, and 3 technicians in very flamboyant colours. You see, even the barracks has run out of any clue as to where it should rally point units to. It just goes, oh, I don't know, behind somewhere. What do we have left on the credits? Enough for 1 more minigunner. That's going to be the force. This is going to charge into the enemy's base next video. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I shall see you then.